Hi there, Janet Fritz here for Galaxy Girl Creations. Welcome to my channel. I am working on a layout about creating during COVID, and I have a photo of my friends and I on a Zoom-like call. We aren't using the Zoom app, we are using a different app, which, pardon me, is why I'm saying it's a Zoom-like call, because it is very much like Zoom, just using a different program. So I started by using this pink paper and putting a big triangle there. Well, I guess it's not exactly a triangle since there are four sides, but anyway, I just kind of overlapped the papers, glued them together, and cut off the excess. And then I am using the leftover piece of black to go ahead and make a black border on the opposite edge. And I don't know why I'm cutting that out. Anyway, I decided to cut out some of that back section there. I'm not sure exactly why I did that, but I did it nonetheless. So I have this photo, and I am going to back my photo in black. And oh, that's probably why I did it, because I think I used the black to go ahead and back my photo so that it matches the black that I used on the background. And so I go ahead and do it in black, and then I go ahead and add a white layer because I want it to really pop. And I am going to be using basically this pink, and I'm going to be using a lot of black and white. I'll add a few colors in here and there, but primarily that is the basis of this layout. So I have this card from Photo Play, and this is from their scrapbooking collection kit, and I can't remember the name of it, but it does say Fun with the Girls, and those are the colors that I will pull in varying places. And then I have these fabric stickers that say Create, and those are from Prima, and those are pretty old. They've been in my stash for several years, and I'm just happy to get them on the page, and I thought the black and white worked well. I did struggle with this layout for a bit because it wasn't really clear to me while I was scrapbooking where I should put all of my embellishments. And that happens sometimes, especially if I haven't been creating for a while. I kind of struggle with where do I want to put things, and because this is kind of like I don't want to say an odd layout, but it has different angles in it, I'm kind of like, what do I want to do? How am I going to get that to work how I want it? So I decided to go through my cut files. I have them all in a post-bound binder or album with page protectors, and they've got the sheet protector has a piece of cardstock, and then I can use each side of that to put a different cut file in. And then I do have some pocket pages inside of that binder as well for really small cut files so that they all stay together and I don't lose them. I apologize for clearing my voice. I woke up with a little bit of a raspy voice this morning, and it hasn't gone away. So my title is going to be This is How We Create Together During COVID. The group of ladies that are on the call with me are a group that I create with frequently in real life. And we are all really kind of missing our time together and missing our creative gatherings, if you will. We do like a monthly crop, and so we see each other every month. And this particular group, actually my mom's in there and a couple other really close friends, we all get together annually for a retreat. We're gone for 5 days together where we just scrapbook, hang out, and have fun. And then we do have our monthly crops as well. But with COVID, you know, we haven't had anything. And I am particularly missing them right now because our normal retreat is at the end of January, and we are going to miss that this year. So I thought this was a good page to go ahead and get documented and to share with you. I also wanted to share that, you know, the struggle is real. I had a hard time getting this layout figured out, where I wanted things and what was going to work to make it feel balanced, and where to put my embellishments. So I'm using these glue dots, and I'm going to use those to adhere the fabric stickers down. They have their own adhesive on them, but it's not very strong, and my tape runner was not sticking very well to it, so I thought I'll go to the glue dots and see how that works, and it seemed to work okay. I'm advancing it with my finger there and just using it because it's not like little dots. It's got little squares with a space in between, so I don't want to just run it right over the thing because, or right over what I'm adhering, because I can just get the glue dots exactly where I want them by using my finger to advance it. And then lining up my title was a little bit difficult because it's on the angle, but I used my T-square ruler, and I think I had to adjust it a couple of times because I still went at an uphill, which sounds funny because I am intending to go as at an uphill, but it was more uphill than I wanted, so that the letters at the beginning of the sentence were further away from the word create, and the ones that were at the end of the word create were a little bit closer to the T and the E. So I did a little bit of adjusting on there. Like I said, this layout took me quite a while, and I struggled here and there throughout it. But I did manage to get it told, my story told, and I managed to get things on paper, which is the goal of scrapbooking after all. So I was really glad to be done with it. Is it my favorite layout of all time? No, it's definitely not. But like I said, the story is told, and I'm glad to have it done. So the pink paper and all of the embellishments that are paper embellishments are from that same photo clay collection. And these little tiny alphas, those are from Paige Evans. I apologize that my voice is still going in and out, but bear with me. I decided to use this speech bubble. I don't use speech bubbles very often. I kind of find them to be a little more difficult to use. But I am double matting it onto black and white, just like the photo. And I like that it says scrapper's gonna scrap, because you know what? I found that through this whole pandemic, if you are a scrapbooker, you are either scrapbooking a ton or you probably are not scrapbooking at all. I know there are people that would like to be scrapbooking a ton, that are still scrapbooking, but I find that a lot of those people are like first responders or people who have increased workloads during COVID. And then I do find that a lot of my friends that are typical scrapbookers have either not scrapbooked at all, like I said, or they have scrapbooked a ton. Hopefully that made a little bit of sense. So that cut file at the top is actually from Cut to You, and that is called Christmas. It's a Christmas banner. And to me, it doesn't look like it has to be for Christmas. It could be for anything. It has 2 stars on it, but the rest of it, I mean, we use stars in a lot of other things. Like we use them for 4th of July in America. We use them for all kinds of stuff. So I didn't feel like I had to use it for Christmas. There's nothing that is like holly berries or wreathy looking about it or anything like that. The cut file comes with 2 different banners in the set, and so I just chose to use this one, and I like how it kind of brings things back over to that side. I wasn't sure whether I was going to back it or not, so I did ask my friends. You see, I'm playing with my tweezers there, trying to figure out what to do. But I did ask my friends who were on this crop if I should back it, and the consensus was no, just leave it as it is. And pretty much what you see right there is how the layout is going to come together. You saw me hemming and hawing and not knowing exactly where to put things, but this is kind of pretty much how it's going to come out. I do add some enamel dots, and I am going to add a heart sticker up above, and that's pretty much going to finish off the layout. My journaling in this particular case is going to go right below where it says together during COVID, and my journaling says pre-COVID we had monthly crops and several retreats we could attend throughout the year. Now as we are scrapping together over Zoom or GoToMeeting, which is the app we use, it's not the same, but it does help to feel like it does help to fill the void of being together in person. I apologize, my reading was awful on that, and I think I need to go back and add something for my journaling because I journaled in black right below the text there, and it's really kind of hard to read even for me on screen, and that was what was happening there. It's interesting that you know, sometimes you do have to go back and fix a layout, and that's what's going to happen here, so that I can read that journaling a little bit better. So I hope that during COVID and this whole past year, you have continued to be creative. Um, and if not, I hope that you find your creative voice again soon. And know that there are options out there when you are feeling like you need a group to scrapbook with. If you have scrappy friends, or if there are scrappy groups, Facebook groups that you are in, maybe you can be the one to host a meeting and get to know your fellow scrapbookers a little better, um, and meet up and fill that void in your life. So I hope that you've enjoyed this video, and I will see you next time. Thanks so much for bearing with me through this video and my voice cracking and my poor reading skills. Again, it's not really my skills of reading, it was being able to read what I wrote. As you can see there, it's super light in the black, and I'm going to go ahead and fix that. Thanks so much for watching. Have a great day. Here come the close-ups. I will see you next time. Bye-bye now.